Are you worried for your friends who have not taken that same leap that you've taken? I mean,
Always.
and don't say any names now because we don't want to single these guys
Right.
out, but you can picture in your head a couple of these guys that
Sure.
you're thinking about.
Yeah.
And I mean, are you worried they're going to hell?
No question, especially when it comes to family members. There's no doubt about it. Very, very worried about it. And, I've done numerous things along the way to try to lead them down the path that I believe leads to salvation. But, many times to no avail.
And how do those conversations go?
Well, I think the one thing that I see more times than not, really with family and friends, is that all have been involved in a church. And so they all believe that they're just fine, whether it be just from the fact that they think they know enough about Jesus that they've gone to the point of salvation or being born again, when a lot of cases I don't believe that's the case. Whether it's they're so ingrained in the religious doctrine that I've lived a good enough life that that I'll be just fine. When it's all said and done, my goods will outweigh my bads, and God will let me in. Or I've even had other friends that basically say, this God is so good, there's no way he's going to keep anybody out of heaven. So they take the religious perspective and place it into their lives, and they think they're just fine. And that's what worries me more than anything, is that I believe that I would rather have somebody that was completely lost, that had no idea, no religious background, and be able to work with them and try to lead them to Jesus, because there's more of an open slate. When you get involved in a religion and the practices of a religion, you get so ingrained in that, especially if you've been raised in that it's hard to break away from what you've been taught. And that's where I was for a long period of time, that it was hard until some people basically hit me over the head. It was hard for me to break away from that or believe something different. And that's what worries me about most of the people in my family and those close to me, is they've got that background and they think they've got it figured out, that they don't really have to do anything or change. And it's really, really hard to, break open the Bible and convince them of what I believe and what I believe the essence of salvation and Christianity is.